Hello, everybody. Princess Bear here. We're back at Disney Springs.
We are at a restaurant that we have not been to since, I want to say, about 3 years before we even started YouTube, because the experience was that horrible.
Yeah, so basically we've been actively avoiding it, but now seems like they have new plant-based options. It's time for a revisit.
So we're going to Paradiso 37.
So we're off to Paradise.
Woot woot. Oh, you're to Paradise.
You heard the girl. Paradiso, it's been a while, obviously I've been here. The menu confuses me because there's the countries on it: United States, Mexico, Brazil, Canada, Argentina, Colombia. You come expecting mostly Spanish food, and it's like poutine and ribs and pulled pork sandwiches, a half roasted chicken. I don't know what to get. It's all, the menu's all over the place. It makes it really hard to decide.
Let me tell you a story about my friend the Corona-Rita. Back in the day, before Bear and I lived in Orlando, we would go out for Mexican food before we'd go see a movie. We do our movie reviews on this channel. I would always get a Corona-Rita. And the Mexican place that we usually went to typically served their Corona-Ritas like this. It's a Mexican place called Margaritas. We actually did a review of it, and we'll put a link to that in this channel. This is not how you Corona-Rita. This is a very challenging way to Corona-Rita because there's no like little holder thing for the bottle. So as you lift it up, it's just gonna push your liquid down. It's highly ineffective and very scary way to drink a Corona-Rita, let me tell you. It is still really good. It's like what happens if you put something frozen, like a frozen lime, inside of a Corona? You get a Corona-Rita. It's amazing. It's probably one of my favorites.
I have a lot of issues with Corona-Rita. First one probably being the size. I'm used to a small Corona, that's normal, but this glass just triggers me. I don't know what it is. Because especially when you have like, you don't have the holder and like the wide mouth like margarita glass, there's an issue trying to get your face in here, even with the tiny straw. Presentation is not, I'm not feeling it. Even the flavor, too much Corona, not enough margarita. 2 out of 5 plus. No sir.
Bear up the Kentucky Bramble. It has whiskey, a black raspberry liqueur, lemon juice, and agave nectar. It's very light in flavor, very refreshing, and very dangerous. You cannot taste the whiskey at all. This is a top shelf drink. The drinks here are good. I cannot deny that. I mean, you have to have good drinks based on your decor here, right?
Now, for all the descriptions said on the menu for this thing had better take me to Paradise. It's like 1 ticket to Paradise, 1 ticket to like too much syrup. Also 2 out of 5 plus. I'm not impressed so far, Paradiso. Not impressed. I take back what I said. Just needed a stir. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Chips and guac. Can you go wrong with chips and guac? You probably can. Let me dip it. helping of onion in there too. I could use a little more lime and a little more salt. A little more salt. It's not spicy at all. It's very basic and palatable for generic palate.
Hot and ready to go. You really shouldn't advertise them in the bag when they're hot. They're ready to go. They're not hot. A little bit of this tomato here on top. Looks like guacamole. It's served like guacamole. Does it actually taste like guacamole? I can, in fact, confirm that it tastes like guacamole. It is fresh. Because of like the lack of like enough cilantro, it almost tastes like store-bought. It's okay, but I won't remember it. 2.5 out of 5 velocity.
This is the blood orange marg. This is the large version. It does taste slightly orangey, very good for a blood orange. It does have tequila, lime, triple sec, blood orange sour, and agave nectar. All those things do combine very well together in this drink. And this would be one of those ones that I would like to take to go and like walk around Disney Springs when we're like post-mask life. Just drink this.
Say this one thing. If you hate loud restaurants, it's loud. Either way, I'd rather have my drinks loud than anything else. The princess got this blood orange margarita. It doesn't look like blood orange. It's more red than I would expect out of one. But I guess you put blood in the title, it's expected. Got your little oranges and your fruits, salt on the rim. It's a decent sized margarita. All margaritas should come this large. I feel like they need to replace the stickers on their cups, so they're looking kind of bad. Okay, it is definitely blood orange. Significant kick, covers up the tequila. It's drinkable. This, I feel like, will take you to paradise. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Bear ordered the other drink that I was considering getting, which makes me happy, the Rio Reckless. Okay. Now this drink has a serrano pepper tequila, lime and triple sec, and then the agave nectar. You can really taste all of them together. The pepper of the tequila comes through, but it's very faint. I feel like it melted a little bit with the ice. Still a good drink though.
It's getting to be a thing now. I don't know if I'm a glutton for punishment. If it has spicy anywhere in the description for a margarita, I'm probably gonna order it. A Serrano infused tequila. We're here for this. And we commit to our mistakes. Take the Serrano. I'm still kind of waiting for the heat. If it's sour, I think I like the Princess even better. This isn't bad. Well, this might have some effects, but the better flavor is definitely with the blood orange margarita over the Rio Reckless. Let's try that. 3 out of 5 plus.
Vegan cheese pizza at a Mexican restaurant with a cauliflower crust. Balsamic glaze, and I can smell the garlic. I love the crust. The crust is really, really good. The crust is flavored very well. It doesn't fall apart like most cauliflower crusts, It's seasoned very well. It's very nice and crisp. The cheese is probably diet cheese. The balsamic, it has a very nice sweetness to the entire plate. There is a sprig of basil on it. Basil helps bring it all together. Overall though, it's just a margarita pizza with a cauliflower crust. I am happy that I can fold it because usually you cannot fold a cauliflower crust.
I'm trying to be nice. Really I am. I looked at this and honestly, my first thought was that they just put a Tostino's pizza on a plate. I'm hoping the quality changes that idea. So the crust is crusty. We have the balsamic glaze, heirloom tomatoes, sprinkle of basil. The cheese is without a doubt diet. You can't hide that flavor. They do a good job of attempting to hide it. The basil and fresh tomato goes a long way to make it feel like something that's hand prepared and everything else. You cannot hide that diet aftertaste. It's not their fault. Honestly, for like a little personal pizza, I mean it's a bit smaller than I was expecting, but I do think it's a good try at a vegan pizza. And the bread is technically flat, even though it's technically cauliflower, not bread. Keep it up? I'm not. 3.5 out of 5 balls. We'll start with the wasabi fries. $3 upcharge. They pass the fry test. They feel very gritty, like almost salty. I hope it's not salt. It's not salt. It's like wasabi dusted. Sort of like the prepackaged wasabi beef. Or with an assorted level of like, some fries have a lot, some have none at all. I mean, this is wasabi dust. It's not too much. It's probably the better way to do it. So they're dusted, and you don't get too much of the wasabi, just enough to feel a slight burn at the front of your mouth, top of your nose. Clear your sinuses a bit, but it's not like burning out your sinuses when you take a bite. They're a good fry. If they have like a large basket of these, I can see just ordering one of these as an appetizer. 4 out of 5 balls. So I took forever to decide and got this Honolulu Pulled Pork with a grilled pineapple. See the gigantic grilled pineapple on the bottom. And you have the pulled pork here, which is a bit clumpy, less shredded than just like whole pieces of pulled pork. And then you have slaw on it. Buns toasted, a little burn on the edges. I don't mind that. Let's have some fun in the sun with this. Some of you will say blasphemous. How dare you put a grilled pineapple on my pulled pork? I will say, what took you so long? That is amazing. The smokiness of the pineapple goes great with the savory of the pulled pork. The slaw adds a nice little crunch to the top of it. And that bun being like perfectly toasted. I think we have a keeper. 4 out of 5 plus. So, that has been Paradiso 37. Wasn't quite paradise, but
it was. The pizza was quite delicious, I feel like, for a vegan option. Very good. Not what I expected. Not the type of food I was expecting. I don't expect to get a pizza place in a Mexican place, but cool with it. It's not really a Mexican place. It's like a South American place.
It's like, it's supposed to be celebrating the Americas.
American food fusioned with like South American ingredients, maybe?
Still America, technically. It was a bit weird. I mean, I'll admit they had to be the reverse. They lost me in the first half, but had me in the second. I didn't like the apps. I wasn't in love with initially with the drinks, but it turned around in the end.
I liked everything. Well, at least of my options.
I will definitely say I recommend it for the drinks at the very least. But I want to know what you guys think. Have you guys been to Paradiso 37? Do you have plans to stop for your next trip? If so, let us know in the comments. If there's anywhere else at Disney World or Disney Springs you'd like to see us do, that's going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.